Today we'll be looking at how I've improved my art style over the years and what you can do to do the same thing. We'll be looking at lots of styles I used to copy and be inspired by, and hopefully that will help you. Sorry I haven't uploaded recently. I've just started college and it's quite busy. Also, I've been a little bit sick this week, but hopefully that should stop and I should be uploading a lot more frequently now. Primary school, my favourite TV show was Powerpuff Girls. I used to copy the art style because I like the big heads and the big eyes and stuff. Although the style was really simple, I always found it really hard to draw, but once I got into it I was proud of it and kind of boasted about the simple shapes and how good I was at drawing it. Which is kind of funny actually. I used to watch Powerpuff Girls MOVs, which if you don't know what those are, they were basically just pictures of Powerpuff Girls, probably fan art most of the time, put to music. My favourite character was Bubbles because she was really excitable and cute and stuff. You can see that I'm holding a Bubbles keyring that I keep on my bag actually, in this part, as a reference. Obviously I didn't copy the exact style or pose, but I thought that's just because it would take a bit too much time. I always found it really important to copy things that you like when you're younger, to improve your art style for the future, because it makes you be observant and know the things you like, and helps your creativity flow a little bit. You'll always find, looking at other people's art, they were probably inspired by something. Nothing is 100% original, so don't worry if you have to start off by copying to get your art style actually moving. Just make sure you don't say the art is your own completely, especially the style, because no one likes art theft. But when I was younger, I used to be really interested in more edgy characters, like these ones. No disrespect to the artists who drew this, even if they used a base or anything, because I used to do the same kind of thing. So I thought, you know what, I'll try and recreate the type of kind of cringy OC that I would do in primary school. However, I can never hate the edgy and cringy OCs that I made when I was in primary school, because they did help me realise how much I loved cartoons and how much I wanted to make my own art style and do a lot of art in my future. I used to always put hearts and stuff on my clothing for the OCs, just because I thought it was cute, but looking back, it really wasn't. Also, the shoes, having no spike, there was an evil character, an evil set of Powerpuff Girls in the actual original program, and I was inspired by fan drawings of those, which were normally drawn with triangle shapes in the shoes instead of the curves like they'd normally have, which used to look like school shoes. Next up is I would call it a kind of chibi art style that was all over Instagram in year 7. I remember reposting the first one once and taking it down quite quickly because it's the type of thing that will be reposted again and again and again. However, I think that even though this is still around and they always had stupid names, I wanted my style to be a little bit more realistic, as in having less of a massive head. So a little bit less like Powerpuff Girls style. So when I found this, I was really inspired and I found it was really cute. I would describe it as old Tumblr chibi, so a less massive head and more, air quotes, aesthetic than other type of chibis, I guess. I remember one specific time where I drew one of these with this weird jeans shorts combo thing that I'm doing here, so I decided I'd recreate that as an homage to back then. Moving on, we should look at Adventure Time. I used to love Adventure Time so much and thought that I was quite a lot like Masterline. I also really, really loved Flame Princess and all the episodes she was in. They were my favourite. I also had a bit of a crush on her, to be honest, which was quite funny looking back. Looking back also, thinking that I was like Marceline, that's not even true at all. I was just an edgy 14-year-old girl who thought she knew what she was doing in life. I loved copying the Adventure Time style because it was really simple and always looked really nice and neat. I always found that I could draw myself and other characters like it, and I really liked the whole way that they drew the bodies and designed the characters. I wish I'd kept on watching Adventure Time, and I'm really upset that it's finished now because they could have just kept on going for a long while. I think I would have been very happy with that. The noodle arms from Adventure Time really inspired my characters to have noodle arms for a while, just like this. Here are a few of my characters which had those noodle arms. Then I got really into anime, specifically Fairy Tail. If you've not seen it, watch it. It was one of my first animes to ever watch. And I had a massive, massive crush on the character Grey, who's this guy right here. I used to want to draw just like the anime style, and I was never really particularly good at it, but I always tried to copy the characters that I loved and try and make my own characters, and that was a lot of fun. I feel like copying anime really helped me with face anatomy, because to make anime look like anime, it's got to have very specific proportions, and looking back at that must have helped me a lot. I also really enjoyed Death Note, specifically L. I don't know why I liked his character so much, but I thought he was really cute and quirky, although that might just be old emo Mia talking there. And here we are at my current style. This is my character Honey, one of my favourite characters that I've ever created, and I'll be redrawing her right here. I tried to do her in a sitting position, but I'm not so sure how that really worked out. So, throughout the years, I have drawn a lot of different ways, and every single way I've drawn has helped me currently improve, and I'm sure that my style will change in the future and hopefully get better, but we'll have to see about that, of course. I think that if you want to develop your style, the most important thing to do is look at the things you love and the things that look good to you. Look at the very specific things about them, like what things are minimized or maximized, what things work well within colour, with shape. When trying to draw characters, make sure that you try and do different expressions, try working with different mediums, try using different shapes like sharp shapes for, let's say, a more aggressive character, or round shapes for a more cute character. Think about proportions and changing the proportions. So for example, try like chibi kind of proportions for a more cute and innocent character. But most importantly, try and be content with where you are right now. Styles change over time, and it takes a lot of time to figure out what style is truly yours. When you think you've found that style, you'll be surprised to look back and see how much you've changed. And even when you think that your style is never going to change again, and it's consistent and perfect, you'll find that it will change over time, and that's perfectly alright. I really hope you enjoyed this video, as I really enjoyed doing all the drawing and looking back on my art past and my art history. If you did enjoy, please like, comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell button, and I'll see you next time.